We're going to add some teams to our database. We've been building assignments and search segments, and now we're going to start to put things together and start assigning things to teams, and then we can start getting some maps out for our teams. So the teams group right here, there's nothing visible about teams. There's no symbology on a team. A team doesn't look like anything. It's just a collection of people that we're going to put into a team. So if I open the attribute table up, you see I have no information in here. It's empty. We've got no teams that we've built yet. What we'll do again, we're going to create data because we're going to be adding data to our database. So the first thing to do is start an editing session. So we can click in here and start building some teams. So simply we'll have team one. I'll just copy for quick entry. Obviously, you can call your teams anything you want. You can have, Tiger Team 3 or anything you want. There's no naming restrictions on teams, but just for ease here, we'll do 5 teams. The team type, we've come up with most of the different types. Obviously, we've got ground teams. You've got some other teams that you might have cadaver dogs out there. Investigation, we've got technical climbing teams, ground vehicles, all the different team types you can assign. So you may end up in here with transport one that you know is a transport ground vehicle. And air one might be a helicopter. It makes it just easy to keep track of what resources you have out there, what they're doing. Obviously, you don't want to assign a ground team to a helicopter assignment. And then you've got the status of the team. Are you assigning them yet? Are they available or are they not assigned? Maybe they're unavailable. Maybe they've come in, they've done their search assignment, and they're gone for the day, and they can't come out for another search, so they might be unavailable. Currently, all these are not assigned. I just creating them all right now. Team leader. This information is useful, obviously, for when someone comes back and you're debriefing. You know who to get hold of as a team leader to debrief them. A description of the team. So, for instance, type 1 team. This might be a local fire helicopter or police helicopter. You can name those. What you want to call them when they're out in the field. Do you want to call them Team 1? Do you want to call them something else? Just a good place to put reference information in here. Once we're done creating these teams, we're actually going to stop the editing session and save our data. The reason for stopping it, there's a background process which populates this data throughout the database that is triggered when the editing session is stopped. So now we've read all these values into the database. They're now actually going to be available throughout our system to assign to teams and to assign to assignments, etc. Next, we do have a team members, and this can be used for sign-in, although I suggest that the GIS person does not sit here typing everyone's names in. We have an Excel spreadsheet which we can use so that people can sign in. It can be typed up in Excel and it can be brought into this layer, and we'll show the import and export feature later. Again, if I'm going to put data in, I start an editing session. So this is the name of the searcher. Is he a team leader, true or false? This is important because it shows up on the ICS assignment forms later on. And the ICS assignment forms do identify the team leader. So are they or are they not a team leader? What is their role? Again, that's part of the ICS form. Are they in service or not in service currently? So you can use this to actually check people in and out. The date and time. The field team name that they're assigned to. So if this person is assigned to team 1, the originating SAR team, where did they come from? Just good for logistics to keep these. Particular skills that they have. So what kind of searcher is it? body weight and gear weight, we actually have a report that you can generate for aircraft assignments. So if you know the person's body weight, you know their gear weight, it calculates their total weight, and we can run a report quickly to create manifests for air crews if necessary. So we'll go through and populate all this data. When we're done with this, again, we're just going to editor, stop editing, and save. And this will give us all our teams throughout the system that we can now start to assign to assignments.